Hi, everybody. Welcome back to The Rising. Today, we're going to be talking about morning rituals. And if you're not in the Early Riser Club, maybe it's time to join. So, what time are you waking up in the morning? Is it early? Is it later? We need to look at joining the 5 a.m. club on a regular basis. If 5 a.m. seems a little bit much for you, let's just say 6, 7. Is that better? Basically, what I want you to do is carve out enough time before work for you to have sacred time to yourself. What are you going to do in that hour to set you up for the day, to get your energy into a place where you're operating from feel-good emotions, from a calmer state? And I truly believe that the only way to get into this state is to wake up earlier, because you have to have some key morning rituals to get your day started. So, for example, I'll basically give you a picture into mine. So every morning I wake up at, depending on the day, 4 or 5. I really don't set an alarm. My body naturally wakes up at that time. It's early, but it gives me about 2.5 hours to myself. And I cherish that time so much. And it really is all about me and what is going to fill up my cup that day, because I have work calls, I have my children, I have schoolwork, activities after school, I have dinner to think about, my husband and other people as well. Just regular house stuff, right? So my life is pretty full. So there's really no time to have to myself. And so that time at 5 a.m. is sacred to me. And I indulge in my time at 5 a.m. And I love it so much because nobody during that time determines what I do but me. So I get up in the morning. The first thing I do is give thanks. The minute my feet hit the ground, I am in a state of gratitude. I'm just grateful to be alive. I'm grateful that I was able to have a warm bed. I slept through the night, whatever it may be. I try to think of about 3 to 5 things that I'm grateful for as soon as my feet hit the ground. The next thing I do is I get inspired by music. So I put on feel-good music or whatever music I need at that moment to get me through something. If I am feeling a little sad that day, yeah, I'm going to put on my sad playlist and I'm going to process those heavy emotions at that time. And I will do that and journal around the same time. If I wake up and I'm in an elevated state, like, my mood is good, things are going well, I tend to dance around the kitchen and put on my uplifting playlist. So I have multiple playlists for different things, just depending on how I wake up that morning. But I find this cathartic release in playing music, moving my body, or releasing any heavy emotions in the morning. I feel like it really helps me move with much more ease throughout my day because I got a lot out just in the morning. And I did mention that I love to journal. So I have a couple things that I do. I have a book called The Daily Stoic by Ryan Holiday. I'll open it to whatever passage and I'll read the passage and I'll reflect on that passage. And then I will write about it if I feel called to. If not, I'll just go ahead and write in my journal, stream of consciousness, what I'm feeling at that moment. Or sometimes it's been a letter to myself, like a loving letter to myself filled with good things that I need to hear, because sometimes other people will not validate you and not tell you the things that you so desperately need to hear. So I have to basically show up for myself and write that letter to myself some days. So I do that in my journaling. Other days I'm just writing down affirmations like I am blessed, I am lucky, I am abundant. Sometimes I'm writing what I'm grateful for on paper. I said it out loud when I woke up, but now I actually have to put pen to paper and write it down. Maybe it's 5 to 10 things like, I'm just thankful to be alive today. I'm thankful that, today's going to be a light day. I'm thankful that I'm not ill and I'm healthy and I have two legs and I can walk. It could be anything at that moment that I'm feeling. So gratitude's great because gratitude really just raises your frequency and it just elevates your mood. And if you're coming from that place, more good things will come to you. I believe it. So we have to stay in a state of gratitude. So a good way to do that is to journal. So those are some rituals that I do in the morning. And then I try my best to get some work done that, I have a struggle with. But if I do it first thing in the morning, it's better. I'll be set up for success. If it's something that I'm like putting off, I try my best to do it first thing in the morning, get a little bit of time doing that, because as the day progresses, I may just not want to do it. So I really try to challenge myself to do some of my writing earlier in the morning, or if I'm working on the podcast, working on outlines first thing in the morning, because I know that my attention is going to be diverted with other things, other businesses I'm working on, the kids, my husband, my just life. So I try to do some important work that I need to put attention on in the AM. So that's what I do. I also just like to be. I like to enjoy a cup of hot coffee and just be. I get in the covers, in the guest room, because I'm not disrupting my husband and his sleep. And my cats come with me and they lay with me. And it's such a calming, soothing morning for me. And all of it really fills me up and it sets me up for the day, because I know from this place, the minute you step out to the house, you're being thrown so many things. And it is tough to get grounded and centered again. So if you can get grounded and centered early in the morning, it will help you throughout your day, because you will have come from a really solid place. Because like I said, the world will start throwing things at you that are unexpected, and you have to be prepared and you have to have your energy to face these things head on. And some of these things will basically require you to respond in a calm way. So the only way you're going to operate from a more calm and centered place, if you start off this way from the beginning. If you start your morning in chaos, or you choose to sleep in late and you're running around with your head cut off, trying to get everybody ready for school, I just feel like it spirals from there in a downward way for sure. So you want to be basically in control of your morning. Don't let it control you. I mean, you really want to be the one to say, I want to create just a more calm and centered space for myself so that I could face what is coming ahead for the day. So I challenge you, join the Early Riser Club, carve out sacred time for yourself and pick 5 things. Like if those 5 things are, you wake up, you give thanks, that's 1. 2, you put on some music that feels good to you, great. 3, take a second to just journal some thoughts, jot them down. Like it's great to look back on like what you were feeling on a particular day. And 4, like just be in the moment with your favorite beverage, your favorite coffee, tea. Just look outside the window, look outside at nature. Or you may want to move. You may want to decide to dance. You may want to decide to do your workout in the morning first thing. That's great. Anything that helps you get some movement in. And 5, just really try to get into a space where you're just thinking positive emotions. You're setting your intention for the day in a good way, and call that in. Say like, today I want to have a joyful day. Today I want to be more focused in my work. Today I want to invite more love in with my family or with people that I encounter. So definitely set your intention. That should definitely be a part of your ritual. So hopefully you got some good tips and that you will also join me in the 5 a.m. Early Riser Club. And who knows, maybe we will connect in the morning via one of these social channels, and you'll see me on there doing my thing, and I may pop in and see you doing your thing. So thank you for listening.